Zion Williamson is finally in shape to start the new basketball season. It's about time, man. Listen, Zion Williamson is still young. This is not a Ben Simmons type of situation where this is a make or break year for Zion Williamson. I think he still has 2 more years left on his contract. But the reason why he's in shape is because if he doesn't stay in shape, then his contract, whatever his contract is worth, is not guaranteed, which means that there will be deductions to his contract if he does not stay in weight, if he does not stay in shape on the New Orleans Pelicans. So Zion Williamson is basically securing the bag, which is a smart thing to do. But I also feel like he's just fully dedicated to the sport now. You know what I'm saying? I think that he's tired of having the same results season after season because Zion Williamson, bro, him not staying in shape, him eating too much of that New Orleans Cajun food, you feel me? That Louisiana Cajun food, the Popeyes and shit. It's cost him, playing time on the court. The guy's 6'6" and he weighs close to 300 pounds. If you look at him now, he looks like he's about 255, 260, 265. He's lost a lot of weight, looks much younger. It's crazy how at 25, he looks younger than he did when he first came into the league. And that goes to show how important it is to stay in shape, bro. Like when you become overweight or obese, right? Whether you put on muscle or not, it makes you look older. You understand what I'm saying? And this is why Zion Williamson has had repeated hamstring injuries, knee injuries, issues with his ankles, because he's 6'6", carrying all of this unnecessary flabby weight on his body, and it's causing his body to break down at a young age. You know what I'm saying? So let me read you guys this article. It says Pelican star Zion Williamson has a big responsibility for the upcoming season, but fortunately he will begin the campaign looking ready. Williamson showed up to training camp in very good shape. Pelicans forward Trey Murphy said Williamson is slimmer than he has ever seen him in the summer before. According to Williamson, while he was rehabbing his hamstring, Williamson had some difficult conversations with Pelicans trainer Daniel Bove. He said, "We came up with a plan from boxing to working out on the football field a lot to just different random workouts. And during that time frame, I really felt a shift in my body to where I would look at him and go, it feels good to feel good. I haven't felt like this since college and high school." That's crazy, bro. Like, he hasn't felt like that since college and high. It makes sense, though, because the last time he was truly dominant was his final years in college. Don't get it twisted. His first 2 years in the league, he was a beast. But like I said, due to him being overweight, he never really was able to finish the full seasons and really help his team when they needed him the most in the playoffs. Like, think about it, guys. Brandon Ingram and CJ McCollum, they're not even on the Pelicans anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like, we never really got to see the full potential of the Pelicans with Zion, Brandon Ingram, and CJ McCollum because Zion Williamson wasn't there. He didn't show up for his team when they needed him the most. CJ McCollum, he's currently playing for the, I believe he plays for the Wizards. What team does he play for now? Yeah, he plays for the Washington Wizards. Brandon Ingram plays for the Toronto Raptors now. So, yeah, man, he pretty much wasted the potential with those guys. We never really got to see if those guys could make a really good playoff push. Williamson added that he also spent a lot of time working with Teresa Weatherspoon, a 5-time WNBA All-Star, who was an assistant coach for the Pelicans from 2020 to 2023 and head coach of the Chicago Sky in 2024. That's the team that Angel Reese plays for those that don't know. Pelicans head coach Willie Green spoke about what he saw from the New Orleans Star. He said, "I saw his work this summer, his attention to his body, his conditioning. He understands that he wants to be available for his teammates. When he's available, when he can step on the floor and be accountable to that, he's one of the best players in the NBA. So that's something that I saw this summer that he's working towards." ESPN's Mark Spears said that he spoke to Coach Green and told him that Williamson is showing more leadership. Meanwhile, ESPN Shams emphasized that Pelicans executive Joe Dumars has taken a strong approach with Williamson as well. Dumars has made it clear publicly and privately that he is going to be holding Zion Williamson accountable this season. That responsibility comes from leadership, being on time to things. Because remember last season, he was suspended for one game being late to a team plane. That wasn't the only time Zion Williamson has ever been late. This has been a reoccurring thing for him at different points. As mentioned, Williamson was suspended for one game in January this year and publicly took full responsibility for his actions. Williamson will need to keep his conditioning right to stay healthy, and if he can do that, he is potentially looking to have a very strong season. And that's true, man, because, you know, if you look at Zion Williamson since he's been in the NBA, he breathes very hard while he's playing because he's carrying all of this unnecessary weight on his body. Like, the guy's only 6'6". He's not even as tall as LeBron James. But if you kind of look, it's kind of a double-edged sword, right? Because Zion Williamson having all that weight, it has helped him be dominant in the paint. Like, you see Zion Williamson, you know, blocking people, getting to the paint, dunking on people, you know, posting up, backing people down, laying up the ball with ease, getting rebounds over guys that's way taller than him, because of him being so massive. So I'm very interested to see, is skinny Zion Williamson, is he going to be able to be as dominant as he was his first 2 years in the league and his years in college? Or is this weight loss, is it going to hurt him? Because now he's at the actual weight he should have always been at, being at only 6'6". So there's a possibility that we may see Zion Williamson, you know, have some troubles on offense. He may have some trouble, you know, getting to the paint against bigger defenders. He may have some trouble getting rebounds over bigger defenders. He still has long arms, you know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying, though, like, think about it. I remember when LeBron James was on the Miami Heat. And I remember when LeBron James lost a bunch of weight and got skinny because he said that he wanted to lose weight to basically be faster on the court and be better on defense. And LeBron James wasn't really playing that well. And what happened was, after like a month, he put the weight back on because he said that him getting so skinny caused him to be less dominant as he was before. So I think there's a strong possibility that we're going to see Zion Williamson start the season off skinny, right? And then right in the middle of the season leading up to All-Star break, if he's not as dominant as he's used to being, you're going to see him put more weight on, which can ultimately cause him to start getting injuries again. And I'm going to be honest with y'all. I think the Pelicans are done with Zion Williamson. The only reason why he hasn't been traded yet is because of him continuously having injuries season after season. He doesn't have any value. No team is going to give up big pieces for a Zion Williamson when he's 25 years old and he has yet to really play a full season yet, right? So if he does, you know, manage to play decent and not get injured leading up to All-Star break, I think ultimately Zion Williamson is going to end up getting traded. We see this situation going on with Kawhi Leonard and the Los Angeles Clippers. They're being investigated because supposedly Steve Ballmer and Kawhi Leonard had some type of deal going on where he was getting paid by some fake company out there. So there's a chance that Kawhi Leonard won't ever play another game for the Clippers again. And if that happens, I'm expecting the Pelicans to try to get Kawhi Leonard for Zion Williamson. So with that being said, man, let me know what you guys think about this. It's your boy Wavy, Stay Wavy TV. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure y'all subscribe, follow your boy, thumbs up the video, leave a comment, share the video. Thank you guys for watching. I'm out.